Hey everyone, so I finally have my computer back and I can get around to making a video for you, and I thought I'd kind of ease myself in with a haul video, and it's a fairly big one, so I'm going to jump right into it. I have a lot of stuff to get through because it's stuff that I've accumulated over like the past couple of months really. So I'm going to begin with some stuff I got in Aldi, and this is the Aldi range is Lacura Beauty. Now I'm not sure, I know there's an Aldi in like loads of different countries all around the world, but I'm not sure if they all carry the Lacura beauty range. But first of all, I picked up some just eyeshadow duos, and then this is the case they come into. So it's this like chrome, I think is the name of the finish, but I actually quite like the packaging. And then inside, this one is called Cappuccino. So it's frosty white and then that kind of mid-tone brown, and it came with a little applicator, which I wouldn't really use. And then there's a mirror as well, and it only cost like £2 or £3. It was really inexpensive, and it's pretty good for what you get, so I'm quite impressed. Like, I even used this, just the brown, for eyebrows and just to contour my own eye sockets today. For the price, it's really good. I also got another eyeshadow in Olive, so same deal again, and the applicator is still in this one, but it's those two greens there. So you have a light olive green and then kind of more of a moss green. So this one has more yellow in it and this one's a bit more moss, but again, they're really nice. Both of them have just been sitting on my makeup table really, so I've kind of been just using them since they're there in front of me, and they work grand. I like the colours and they give a nice finish. So like, seriously, for the price of them, I think they're excellent. So if you're looking for inexpensive eyeshadows, give them a go if they are in your Aldi. Another thing I picked up then was from the same kind of packaging and everything. It's the powder blush. It's called Sunset. So it's yeah, just number 76 Sunset. You know what it really reminds me of is Mac's Style. You probably can't see a thing, but it's just a beautiful like peachy orange. It's very like Mac's Style. If you can if you have Mac's Style and you know what it is, it's very similar and has a similar amount of shimmer and stuff in it. So it's again really grand, really nice type of blush. It would suit better slightly more like warmer yellow, not warmer, yeah, warmer yellow skin tones, and like olive skin tones and stuff. So that's really nice. I also picked up the concealer pen, which is kind of meant to be like the Touch Eclat. It's in the light one. It's in Cashmere. Now this is supposed to have some kind of natural, what's it called, NMF, natural moisturising factor. But the only thing is, I did find it go a little bit drier on my eyes after a while, so I'm not sure how great it is. I have to try it a few times though, because I've only tried it like once or twice. So I'm going to give it another few goes before I write it off altogether. But I mean, it seems to be grand. Just I find it a little bit drying, but I do tend to get dry eyes, so I'm not going to chastise it completely because of that. Is that all? No, I got a few of the moisturisers as well. So just it's literally just called the Q10 Day and Q10 Night, Day and Night, and they're anti-wrinkle with like retinol and enzymes and loads of good stuff. Apparently there's a bit of a scent to them, so I'd say if you were super sensitive, it could be irritating, but for me they're fine, and they really soften the skin. The only problem is the day one doesn't have any SPF, so I haven't been using it that often during the day since I've gotten other stuff, which I'll go over in a minute. But that is, oh no, there's one more thing then that I got from Aldi. I got this thing here called Wrinkle Stop. It's Lacura range still, and it's you probably, a lot of you would have seen, there's a lot of creams out at the moment which are for wrinkle you know, anti-aging things, and it's and they oh, what's the word I'm looking for, they mimic the effects of snake venom. So it's meant to be kind of like topical Botox, and this is one of them. Now, compared to the other ones that cost like 200 or whatever a jar, this is only a tenner. So like, even though this was the most expensive thing I got in Aldi, it's still dirt cheap compared to what other ones that claim to do the same thing are. I don't know how well it works, to be honest, but it's lovely on the skin. It's a lovely rich what would I call it, like a serum, and you're supposed to just put it on where you have any lines. So for me, just around the sides of the mouth and the forehead or whatever, but I just pop it everywhere. And what I love about it is the applicator. It reminds me of like when you had to feed cattle medicine when I was younger. But I just think it's cool. So you just pump out a little bit, and like that loads comes out in one pump. So you don't want to use too much. A little goes a long way as well. So I thought that was really cool. And that was all I got in Aldi. So okay, so then I went to a local pharmacy and I picked up some Makeup Factory products. I have mentioned them before, but a lot of other people haven't heard of them. I only came across them in one pharmacy before, so this is my second time coming across them. But in the pharmacy that they were in before, I loved playing with the testers. But I picked up this lip corrector, so it's skin coloured, like beige coloured lip. I wouldn't say it's a lip liner, I suppose it's more of a concealer lip liner because it's for around the lips. But it's that really nice beige colour. It would be maybe a little bit dark, too dark and pink for my skin tone, but what I love it for is for inside the eye, because mostly will know that these are just much less harsh on the waterline than the really stark white ones, which have its place like in 1950s makeups and stuff. But this is really nice, and I wore it today and it goes on really well. And then it comes with a little brush at the end, which would be handy for using it around the lips and just blending it out. So I really like that. This cost me €7. It should be more, but I think everything was on sale in the pharmacy. I also picked up this eyeshadow. It's number 60, and that's the little box it comes in, and it's matte eyeshadow. The colour, yeah, I think it's just the number, so it's number 60, but it's this really nice dark aubergine colour, and I have been loving this the last week for contouring my socket line, because there is like a purple aubergine colour to it. As subtle as the purple is in it, it's still there, and it really complements green eyes. I mean, I have other Makeup Forever ones that are a similar colour, and I went through a big phase of using them all the time, but this has brought my love of aubergine back. So this is a great colour for green eyes. Even if you're fair, it still works really well. So this again was £7. Everything in that pharmacy was €7 for the Makeup Factory stuff. And I picked up a lipstick, number 116, and this is practically the same as my Bourjois Lila Sortilage that I've been trying to find a dupe for. So it's just really nice pale light, kind of slightly pinky nude, with a hint of lilac. But it's lovely, and I wore it like yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. It's so moisturising on the lips, even though it's really, really pigmented and really covered them well and it lasted. So I'm really impressed with this. I think I'm going to pop down. Hopefully they'll still have a good few bits left and pick up more things when I can afford it. Because I was really impressed with this lipstick. So that's Makeup Factory, and this is 116. That was all I got from that place. I was in Tesco's then, and I picked up a few of the Barbara Daly stuff. I have some of her stuff already. You've probably seen me harping on about some of her skin illuminators, which I love. The facelift, and I don't know, I can't remember the name of them now, but she's really, really nice illuminators. So I got this eyebrow pencil in dark, and I thought it looked really, really taupe here on the back, but it's really not that dark at all, and it's quite a ashy brown. So I had no use for it when I picked it up, because I thought it's not as dark as, like, it's called dark, but it should be a lot darker. Like, I'd say it's like light to medium, to be honest, but my eyebrows are a bit lighter now, and I have them at this lighter colour, especially while I'm growing them out. It makes sense, so I can use it now. But I think the name dark was a little bit misleading. And Barbara Daly, for Tesco you'd expect it to be cheap, but it's not overly cheap. I mean, this still costs about £7 or £8 for an eyebrow pencil, compared to like some of the ones you can get in Boots. I think it's a little bit pricey, but it's grand now. So that one would suit like lighter coloured eyebrows rather than dark, which is a bit misleading. One thing I was quite excited about was the Cheek to Cheek Powder Bronzer. Now, you know, if you watch my videos, you know I'm a massive fan of my MAC Accentuate Sculpt Duo. And this is a really decent duplicate for it. It's like that. So this is the Accentuate part, and this is the Sculpt part, obviously. I mean, no, sorry, this isn't even called Accentuate Sculpt, but this would be the highlighting part, and this would be the sculpting part. I'm mixing it up with my MAC one. So this one is slightly shimmery, this one is matte. So what it says in the back is to use this to bronze and this to highlighter. You can put them both together and use this as for sun-kissed glow. But it has another big mirror here, and it came with a brush, which I'm not using, but I think these can still be handy in an emergency. Now this is a little bit redder than my MAC Accentuate Sculpt, but it's still a pretty darn good you know, duplicate for it. So if anyone wanted to get their hands on that MAC one, because it only comes out every now and again, it's not permanent, and they can't, go check out the Tesco's Barbara Daly for Tesco Cheek to Cheek Powder Bronzer. Not the cheapest, it was about €10–12 I think, but it's not the dearest either, so it's definitely affordable. And then I picked up their oil-free foundation. So this one reminds me of like the Kohl foundation and like the Screen Face foundation. It's just a basic oil-free foundation. What I like is that it has a bit of a spatula in it. Just anything that helps dispense the foundation for me is a plus. And this is in the colour Ivory, so it's a really decent foundation for what it does. It has an SPF of 20 in it as well, which I'm a big fan of. And you know, it's cheaper than some of the other brands that do the exact same thing, so I really like this. I've used it a few times. It has like a soft focus finish, which like practically all of them do nowadays, but it is a really decent one. You can get the one for drier skins as well, which will have oil in it. But yeah, that was all I got from Tesco's. Okay, so since I've come home, one thing that I've been really happy about is my proximity to NYX products. I'm lucky enough that my local hair and beauty supply place sells NYX. Now, I did mention them before, but I forgot to mention that it's trade only, so you have to be professional. You have to have a professional card to shop there, which I do have. And I have been loving being able to get my NYX products. So I picked up this purple eyebrow eye pencil in just number 917 purple. So that's it there. It's a really nice pinky purple colour. On the waterline, it's not amazing. It's maybe not soft enough. I've had to go back and forth a good few times, and even then I put purple eyeshadow over it. But it's great for dry areas, like, you know, on the skin, or even for eyebrows if you're going to go that way. But can't remember how much it was, but really nice purple, and it's definitely more pigmented than other purple eye pencils I've had. I also picked up the NYX nail varnish, this gorgeous pinky, again kind of pinky purple nail varnish. I've worn it in a few videos already. So nice. It's called Princess, and that's why I just had to have it. My cat's name is Princess. I'm on Princess the 3rd now. So that's why I just couldn't pass it up. But I really love it anyhow. It's a really nice colour, and it stays on fairly well. It doesn't chip too fast. So that was just a couple of NYX bits I picked up. Then I also got some mascara. So I have the Colossal Black by Maybelline. This is the 100% black. And then I have the Falsies Volume. The Colossal one is amazing. Like, amazing. It gives so much volume and really lengthening, and is just really, really black. This one I'm not so sure about. I mean, I love this one. This is the Colossal one. I just love these big fat thick ones that taper at the end. They're perfect. They suit my eye shape perfectly. Then this is the Falsies one, which is a bit more strange. See, it's quite thick that way, and then it's narrow that way, and it's curved. I find it clumps a little bit on me, but I haven't given it really enough. Don't think I've given it enough of a chance, so I will try it out a bit more. But it's still a good mascara, just not as good as the Colossal Volume Express. So those two, I think you pay about 12 or 13 quid in Ireland for it, which isn't the cheapest thing ever. But for mascaras, for me, as long as it's good mascara, I don't mind spending that. So I picked them up in Boots.